let's take a look at cleaning out the bobbin case and the rotary hook area. We want to make sure we do this at least once a week. So we start by removing the bobbin case from the machine. Then we take the actual bobbin out of the bobbin case. And to clean out the inside, we want to take our little brush that comes supplied with the machine, and we just want to brush any lint and dirt that's in here out. If you see any oil or grease in there, you want to make sure you get in there with a paper towel and get it out. Then the most important thing, what really gets dirty, is underneath the tension spring. That builds up with oil underneath there and little pieces of lint from the bobbin, dust, and then eventually it holds the tension spring up. Now it's not putting the proper tension on your bobbin thread, and we want to get that cleaned out. So you want to use a piece of backing, a business card, or I've got a piece of cardboard here, and you go underneath there. Now the reason, and you can see, I pushed out a big piece of lint out from underneath there. So that's how we want to get this nice and clean. Now the reason I like to use something that's absorbent, like a business card or a piece of cardboard, is because that'll absorb any oil that's underneath there, which is the other thing we're trying to get out. Okay, now that's nice and clean. So now we can just put the bobbin back in. And I'm going to leave it out for now. We'll just set that aside. And now we want to remove the needle plate to get this area cleaned properly. And your offset screwdriver that I'm using here comes supplied with the toolkit. Once you get it started, you can usually get it with your finger. Take the screw out. Then we'll get the other one. Okay, and you'll see in here all of this dirt and lint. So, again, using the little brush that comes supplied, we're going to start up at the top and we're going to brush this out. Now I also like to take the cover off, so using the Phillips head screwdriver that comes supplied with your machine, we're going to take the two screws out of the bottom here. And now this whole cover comes off, and you can see there's all lint inside here. So we want to kind of brush this all out. And then I also like to take a can of compressed air. Now when we use this, we want to make sure that we don't shoot it towards this opening where the trimmer comes through. Okay, you've got a linkage here that connects to the trimmer, and we don't want to blow the lint in there. So we want to always blow towards the front of the machine. Let's get this little hanging thread off of there. See all these little threads and things that we're getting out of it. So we want to get this nice and clean. and then we can reassemble it. Now you want to take a paper towel and you want to wipe out all the lint and stuff. I don't mind using my hand, but a lot of people don't like to get their hands dirty, so a paper towel works good. But you want to just wipe this off while you're at it. And this just simply comes back up here. We put our 2 screws back in. And then we'll put our needle plate back on. Again, we want to make sure we take a rag or something. We want to clean off the back of the needle plate. Set it back up there. And I'm going to get the screws started. And once we get these screws started, we don't want to completely tighten them yet. So before we tighten down the needle plate, we want to take our main shaft and we want to bring the needle down into the needle plate. And we want to make sure that we center the needle plate before we tighten the screws down. So I'm going to go to the other side, being right-handed. Want to make sure that needle is nicely centered in that hole. And then we'll go ahead and tighten down our needle plate. Check it again. Get them nice and snug. And that's nicely centered. The screws are nice and tight. Now, we're simply going to bring this back up. And to clear the error out that we're having, we're going to press the M origin button. And it comes up to the 100 and any degree. We want to go back to the 100. So while the 100 is highlighted, we press the enter button, and that'll bring us back to 100, and now we're ready to begin sewing for the day.